Rubber is one of Liberia's key resources. The ex-combatant rubber farms of Sino and Guthrie have become fiefdoms where wartime command structures are still in place. Their very existence deprives the new government of much-needed revenue and employment opportunities. Also on the flight is Senator Mobutu Nyempan of Sino County, immersed in the Rubber Task Force report. He's heading south in order to pave the way for government negotiations to take over the plantation.
But Sino plantation is also run by ex-combatants, or not? Because how far is that a problem?
It's a problem because they should not be there in the first place. We should have a proper management that will be accountable, a management that will improve the living conditions of the people. So under this new political dispensation, we think that it is imperative that they get out.
In Greenville, the capital of Sino, I visit one of the depots from which Paulson Gati transports illegal rubber.
I've never actually seen rubber, I have to say. Sticky, huh? So this boat is going straight to Monrovia?
Yeah. As soon as it gets filled.
And how many bags of rubber can you put on it?
For this, approximately it's about 450 or 500 bags.
So there's thousands and thousands of dollars on a boat like this?
Right.
Some of the former combatant leaders
were
or are trying to control. Hello.
This is Paulson Gati, a.k.a. General Satan.
But I try to move on the phone to stop all the wind.
Gati has only just got back to Sino after being given bail following assault and theft charges brought against him in Monrovia. I accompany him on his homecoming to his family village of Gati Town, where news of his surprise return has been trumpeted ahead. Gati to come out. They're saying he's going to wear the mask of the devil, and every time he wears it, he's untouchable. Gati stays in power through a system of patronage, religion and intimidation. He claims that he provides income for the ex-combatants and rubber tappers in the area. To pay for what he calls administrative costs, he levies a tax of 1 bag of rubber in every 10. If you don't pay, you don't tap.
Some people say you don't have the right to run this plantation because it's not yours.
Of course the plantation is not mine, but the land is mine. This is my land. And you've been exploiting me. So the exploitation you carry on for decades, we realize that you're exploiting our land without benefit. So we need benefit.
The government said that they are not ruling out the use of force to clear this plantation.
Ex-combatants change the government and put them in power. So you can't play with ex-combatants. Why the army, the government gets to come force ex-combatants? You know what you're doing? You're taking risks. The people can fight without arms and disarm you. They don't care whether you're killing them, they will come to you. So it's better the government negotiate, do what the people want you to do, take your farm.
We appreciate Honorable Gattin to accept these people on the plantation, to tap and get a living, to avoid criminal activities in the county. Because when they are not getting the one they used to get in a gun, they will go and rob and kill people, steal in the night. The armed rape increase. We thank him very much. Here in the plantation, no stealing. When you go tap your rubber, you get your $5, you get your living. We are waiting. There is no hostile here. The ex-combatants remain quiet.
Yet that isn't the view of other inhabitants I spoke to in Sino. Some complain that the ex-combatants' control of the plantation prevents outside investment that could boost employment and development in the area. Others protest about Gati's men selling them rubber and then stealing it back. They speak of beatings and acid attacks for crossing him. One woman I spoke to the day after I left Gati town was too scared to show her face for fear of reprisal.
Can you just say what happened yesterday?
So that they expected him making money for him when they go. So if they go there and you're saying that they don't get a reward, they don't go, they take any reward they see behind the hospital to collect it. Any reward they bring they should seize it until the 6 ton reward can be collected in Afghanistan. Sometimes they beat you and hurt you and take away everything you want. If you can't be Greenville to get police, so get police and then say, because they too afraid. Because nobody really got acid and left and thing, they say will beat you and give you nothing to you.
The police in Sino, who number 16 in the entire county and don't yet have a car, let alone handcuffs or batons, can do little more than spring the odd fortuitous arrest like they did with Gati. Back in Monrovia, I asked what muscle the government actually has to back up its demands.
We don't want to go and force them to leave, through by force would mean that we can mobilize on-mill resources, we can mobilize, our security forces and move them. That could lead to some problems, some exchanges, could even result in violence, something that we don't want. We also want a dialogue to ensure that those who are uprooted from that and who really need to be operating there because it's a source of income to feed themselves and their family, want to make sure they have an alternative.
In the spirit of dialogue, the ex-combatants who control Guthrie rubber plantation have come to negotiate. If the government wants to avoid violence, it is in a tough position. With various mines and plantations under the control of a few ex-combatants, it can't provide jobs which it needs in order to reintegrate the other former fighters and develop the country.
We will appreciate an agreeable time frame for official turnover of the farm to the interim management team with government consensus.
Maybe there will be pleasant surprises. The ex-combatants say they want to cooperate.
We need our country, no war. If you teach me well, that I will know United Nations leave my country, and I'm well equipped with knowledge. I'm useful in the society. Yes, if you teach me well, I will change my life.
The government will have to make sure that the ex-combatants on the plantations aren't just talking the talk. It needs to gain control of the country's vital assets. But after a constant succession of conflicts, peaceful encounters, such as the one with the men from Guthrie, could mark a new beginning. And for the ex-fighters in the cemetery in Monrovia, that time can't come soon enough.